I can definitely attribute a lot of my career success to my parents. Growing up, they always told me that I could be whatever I wanted to be, and that I could achieve anything as long as I just didn't give up and kept persevering, and so that's what I did. I also have to give a shout out to my business partner, Megan. She inspires me and challenges me to just be creative all the time, to always come up with new ways of doing things, new ways of making puzzles that I just otherwise would never have thought of. And then finally, a huge inspiration for me is my fiance, Melissa. She's always supporting me. She's my #1 fan. She always makes me feel like I have people backing me up and supporting me because she is always that person for me. One of the qualities that has really helped me out with my business success is my determination. When we were first opening, nobody really knew what we were or what we needed or where to classify us or what kind of zoning we needed. And so just having those phone calls and meetings and just keep on pressing and pressing until we could open our business was something that was really key to our success. It's just this idea of optimism, knowing that there is something at the end, and even though it's hard now, you're going to push through that until you get there. Another quality is I just believe for the best in people. Approaching people knowing and understanding that they have a background too, and so approaching them with that empathetic point of view and putting your faith that we're all just trying to achieve something great together. And so in the process of building my business, just actually interacting with people and understanding this isn't just a business transaction where I'm actually talking to somebody that has a family, that has their own goals, and actually going in with that kind of point of view has really helped me succeed in my business. Being one of the first escape room businesses to open in the city that we opened in was definitely challenging, but I have to tell you there are lots of success stories along the way. Just being nervous when you open up, not really realizing if people are going to like your games. That's your blood, sweat, and tears in there. So I remember some of the first customers that came in, and they had that same nervousness as well. It's their first time playing an escape room. It's our first time actually having people play our escape room, and then them going in, us watching them through the whole thing, and then them coming out with big smiles on their faces, clearly having bonded with the people in the room and actually having a blast. Is definitely one of the warm memories that I'm actually going to keep with me for the rest of my life. Is just knowing that I've contributed to actually making people's lives happier, making people's lives more fun. We actually formed community. And I try and do that even outside of my personal life too, through volunteering with coaching and volunteering with my church in various ways as well. It's those kinds of community building things that actually bring people together, that create kind of the warm stories that keep me going every day. My dream actually started a long time ago, back before escape rooms were even a thing. I remember point and click escape room games on the computer, and I remember thinking to myself, wouldn't it be cool to put a group of people in a room, lock them in there, and tell them they have to find their way out? At that time I thought maybe I was crazy, so I put it to the side of my head and thought that's not something that normal people would want to do, maybe that's just me. Fast forward a few years and you actually started seeing these escape room businesses pop up, and I thought, I had that idea years ago. So I got a group of friends together and we started playing them, and we had so much fun. And so me and my business partner, Megan, we would go sometimes hours to play escape rooms, and the drives home would always be, well, what if they did this? What if they changed their puzzle this way? What if we did this as a puzzle? That would be cool. And it kind of grew this dream of creating a business where people can come together and have fun and ultimately be happier. And so going forward, I've kind of expanded that dream, not just to be about the business I own, but actually just making the world a brighter place, making the world a better place where people are more optimistic, where people are actually taking things a little bit lighter and having a little bit more fun. And so even in my community involvement, coaching and actually bringing kind of that fun back into sport, and volunteering through my church and helping people realize that life can be fun, it's important to me. And so in the future, my vision is having a business that actually brings people together, that forms community, and that actually makes people enjoy life a little bit more, and just seeing that in all aspects of my life. If I'm honest, opening an escape room business was probably one of the most challenging things I have ever done. When you go to City Hall and tell them you want to lock people in a room and there is no other business like that in the city, they tend to get their backs up a little bit. And so in order to realize this goal of a place where it sounds weird, you can actually solve puzzles by being trapped in a room together, it required a lot of persistence, a lot of meetings at City Hall, a lot of phone calls, a lot of liaison between departments and between different areas in order to make everything work. But we persisted, we persevered, and in the end we actually achieved this amazing business where people can come, enjoy themselves, be challenged, and actually come out as a better group because of that. I think it's important for businesses to support each other going forward. And over the last 2 months, things have been really tough, especially when your business is putting people in a confined space and telling them to have fun. It's hard to see what the future looks like after COVID-19. But I've always found in the past that there is lots of success to be had if you actually band together with other owners and support each other's businesses. So even though we may be limited, even though the future may look different in terms of what our businesses actually look like and how they operate, I think it's important to share ideas. I think it's important to actually offer suggestions to people as they come into your business and to say, hey, have you checked out this other place down here? And just supporting each other as a local business in Niagara and a local community is really going to help us flourish at the other side of this pandemic.